Welcome everybody back with a video. Today we're going to be doing updated arena stats for the season. So let's get right into it. With Aruka coming out, wowee, there's some different stuff, I will say that for sure. There is quite a bit you can do, and then quite a bit of comps did die out because of Aruka. So this sales comp was basically for the Politis, A Tywin, Yufine, and Hua Young. You don't really see those teams that much. If you still do, this is still a good team versus that. Really, really good. Luna is self-explanatory. Her build has not changed at all. Ideally, she's on Warhorn. She's just on Lab Q because I am going to be farming hunts for the meantime today. But again, usually mine's this right here. My Frida, I did nerf for quite a bit, I will say that, because I did get Politis, so I will be showcasing Politis as well. Again, overall, this is her build, very, very tanky. Still, you do want to survive a Hua Young S3. This is going to be my watch shirt. This is strictly for this comp, the one versus Politis, A Tywin, Hua Young, and Yufine. You need him this fast, so he can actually cut past the Politis and just one-shot the Hua Young. Keep in mind, this is strictly for this comp, so that's why I do have two Watchashuris. But honestly, this is the only comp I do use Watchashuri nowadays. Says is the key component here. He is basically going to be one-shotting the Yufine. Plus 15 Wind Rider is fine, but again, it really just depends on your gear. Immunity is a must-have because if Yufine counters you, the attack down is really going to hurt you. Really going to hurt you. That is why my plus 15 Wind Rider is perfectly fine, because I have immunity on. But again, pretty good. I like them. Fun time to actually use says. You could use it on Aruka and all that, but yeah, it's not that great. It's not that great at all. Next is going to be the Luna Flan Frida +1. It just depends who is going to be on this defense, but I use this quite a bit. Again, I've uploaded some arena videos. I'm gonna upload a lot more, but just bear with me. Right, I've been uploading a lot of other videos. But this is ideally what the team is gonna be. BBK. I've only used one BBK right now currently. The other one I barely use her because I need as much DPS as I can. But this is gonna be my main BBK. I did change her quite a bit. I got her a little bit quicker. Dropped a little bit of attack, but we did get max crit damage, so it was overall really worth it. Overall, very, very good. Happy about it. I think she's perfect crit and perfect crit damage and everything. Very, very nice. Next will be Vildred. Vildred usually is the one that goes in here as well. Again, I showcased this comp a little bit in the other video when I was talking about the Runka, I think. But it's the exact same concept. It's literally just for the speed imprint. Ideally, you want your Vildred to have 300 crit damage because Flan will give your Vildred the crit damage buff, which is 50%, which is very, very good. So ideally, just cap out at 300 and get as much attack as you personally can. I've been trying to get this Vildred on Torrent for the longest time. I'm almost there. Almost there. But I need to farm attacks at this point. I need to replace one of them. So if we go over here to Torrent, I think it's crit here. It's one of these. I think it's this one, and I think this. We go attack. I don't remember which one it was. It was one of these. We were able to have like really, really good crits. This one? It's not that one. His attack's too low. I don't really remember which one it was. It was one of these though. I think it was this, and then this. And then we go to attack. I don't know where it is, but I'm almost close to getting him on Torrent. But again, ideally, you want 300 crit damage, at least around this speed, but you want more, ideally around 165 is just sweet spot. It's really perfect at 165. Anything lower, you're playing with fire. Keep in mind, Paros are quick right now. A lot of people are fast, so they could outspeed you even with the 50% CR push. So again, ideally, you want around 165, 170, but the 165 is perfect. But again, 300 crit damage and as much attack as you can. Good. I like this Vildred a lot, surprisingly. He's pretty good. I barely touch his gear. Next is going to be Briar, which is iseria, which you've seen quite a bit. This comp right here is what we normally been using. It really just depends. You can swap into Luna. For Zeo, it just really depends with Briar, which is iseria right now, especially with the Ruka existing, is quite popular because defense break into BBK slam, and it's going to be like this. Again, artifacts are very, very important. What you see here is what you really need. Bird's Eye is the only one that's really not, you don't need Bird's Eye plus 30. But when it comes to the proof of friendship, you really want this plus 30. You need this plus 30 for this to work. Renewed Will, same thing. Ideally, you want plus 30, but just having it alone is good enough. But again, there's RNG if you don't get the proc. So keep that in mind. Again, I gotta finally max. I don't really carry now for my bottles. Just gonna save for the collaboration or limited characters, right? I will show you my Zeo. My Zeo has not changed, I think. He's been the same. He's at 275. I do switch between AoE attack and 2 effectiveness. It just really depends on me. I could give him more effectiveness, but it's perfectly fine. It's fine as is. But again, I use this team quite a bit. Very, very nice. Also, Briar with iseria, like I did say, we did move her over to 300 speed. Very, very happy about this build because I've able to use this in Guild War as well for certain defenses. Overall, I'm very happy about the extreme fast one. If you have 2 Bricerias, your other will be full damage with immunity on. I wish I had 2 Bricerias. This would be perfect. But I had to wait for it to pop up in Coin Shop or just pop up randomly. But yeah, 2 Bricerias are important. 1 full DPS and then 1 300 speed or as fast as you can. All right, next is going to be this Politis team. Not too sure why it says Luna Watcher. I think I was going to change that. Politis. There you go. This is a really good team. You could do this into quite a bit of Runka teams. Really, you really could be. Politis is just there for the rage, but she's the key opponent. She is just insane of a character, and I finally was able to get her. I preferably would have wanted to get her from the coins, because I have like 90 coins right now. But we got it from the ticket instead, so I'm not gonna be complaining. But again, she's insane. Estri applies rage to everybody and dispels 2 buffs and decreases combat randomness by 20% and ignores ER when you are soul burning. Again, she's very insane. And attack AoE percent, very, very good. Next is going to be her passive, which is the whole key thing. She reduces the amount of resources gained by 50%. So young Senya, Flan, Teiyu, all of that, she just counters. It's insane how crazy this unit is. S1 is just a dual attack with the highest ally, with the highest attack. Again, more insane. I have mine on Confile. You can do whatever artifact you really want to. It's really up to you, but I just put it on Confile because why not? AOL is going to be your typical AOL build. She's just here to pretty much cleanse and unbuffable. Very, very nice. Also, this is very good into my own defense. The Luna Crow, Belai, and Huayang, very, very good as well. Janua, full DPS. Janua, his gear isn't that great. I want to put him on better gear, but I can't take it away from other characters. I really cannot. As much as I would love to put him on better gear, I just can't. They are pretty much used on other characters. But overall, this is going to be the Janua build. Don't need ER on him at all. Tywin, again, different team comps you were seeing from me. Tywin here, ideally, 260 plus is what you want to see here, but I'm griefed by my ring. And my necklace, I think. My necklace too? Yeah, I'm kind of griefed by that. I could make it a little bit quicker, but again, I can't take the speed gear from my other characters. My sword is really hindering me, but again, my speed set swords aren't that great. That's why I'm going to be farming Wyvern today and Monday, because I definitely need to try to get some speed set pieces. Not these offset pieces that I've been getting lately. But again, ideally when I'm around 265. And he will be ignoring ER thanks to Politis, because Politis gives him rage. And same thing with Janua. Janua will be doing the better SA1 pretty much because he has rage, where he will hit him once and then he will activate bite. Again, very insane. This is why Politis is very, very good. Next is going to be Ludwig. This team, you don't see it much. You really don't. I haven't been able to Ludwig that much, honestly. This team right here, just those 3 characters, you rarely see nowadays because of Arunga existing. So I don't really use this comp that much. But again, the stats have not changed. I'll show you them. Again, the 4th slot would be Elvira or Abigail. Just really depends. If you've seen it enough for me, you should know by now. If not, you could look at the other videos. What this basically counters, right? But with Arunga on, it's kind of different. I don't think I can use Ludwig on this comp anymore, specifically. Next is going to be the secret comp, which is the Fire Lidica comp, which is extremely broken right now. Very, very good. But again, you need some key artifacts. You are going to need the Young Senya's artifact plus 30, and you are going to need the new Crow artifact just plus 15 because of the guaranteed souls. That's what you really need. Judge Kisei, very good. I would love to put more DPS on her, but again, my gear is stretched in. All this Destro gear, I've been getting a lot lately, but it's not enough because I still need more than that. So what do we get? Energy? Yes, we did. But yeah, overall, pretty nice. Ideally, you want around the speed. 180 is perfectly fine. Just try to get as much DPS as you perfectly can. Next is going to be Fire Lidica. the key component here. Very insane after her buff. She isn't the best geared, but she can do it. She does enough. She does enough. This artifact is pretty OP as well. AoE defense break whenever she has 2s and ignores ER when it comes to the bind. Very good, especially since Ilanov exists and she inflicts resource reduction. So small Seniors as well. She kind of really destroys them. But yeah, this really stops Ilanov, which is great. And it ignores ER. On top of that, you go over here to S3, it ignores ER again because you have ignore ER on your S2. It's really crazy, man. This character is just absolutely insane. But yeah, ideally you do want this artifact. The EE will be the restrict. That's the best one here. But yeah, same thing as her. Same thing as Judge Kisei. You do want her in the front and as much DPS gear as you personally can. But Frida, like I did say, is going to need this artifact. You 100% need it. There's no way around it. You just need it. Auto, you can quick battle a lot. Not Arbiter Vildred. I was just doing that for the goblin stuff. This easily autos a lot. Quick battles and all that still. Sometimes it loses versus Arunka. I don't know how it loses. But I was beating some Arunkas on the first day. Now I don't really beat them at all. I don't know what happened here. But it still works. It's just iffy. Same thing with this. Same situation. Still works really, really well if you really need to. X-Ox Serialots. That's the same situation. Ludwig kind of... I don't really use this certain comp, which is Luna, Ludwig, and all that. I haven't tested that out yet because I haven't really done much of Arena since I'm only going for top 30. But this used to be a very, very good comp as well. Oxlock's around 285, I think. And basically what you do is Ludwig will S2, the Ilanov, into S3, and just basically go to town with that. Which is insane, really insane. And then Oxlox will push him up again, and you can go all your S1, S2, and do S3 again. Next is going to be Briar, which is area, BBK, Young Senya, and more. Very, very strong currently right now into the Arunka comps. This is very, very good. And yet again, you really want the Young Senya artifact. So it's a lot of revolving on Young Senya, her character, and Proof of Friendship. This is a very, very good comp, but specifically for this comp, you do want a full DPS Briar Witch's area, because now there's no guarantee your BBK or Briar Witch, or your Briar Witch will go first instead of BBK. There's no guarantee this will happen now, right? So keep in mind, you really want a full DPS one. So you can clean up after your BBK if that were to happen, right? And that's pretty much it in terms of my stats. Everything else is just farming. But overall, that is my updated stats for this arena season. Again, Arunka kind of changed things quite a bit, I will say that. Miguel and Politis did change things as well. But again, Arunka kind of changes things and really simplifies defenses quite a bit. Well, my offenses. Really, there's only so much you can do when it comes to offenses because of Arunka. But yeah, this team comp right here, it's very, very good. Very, very good right now into Arunka. And this Luna comp is very, very good into Arunka as well. This one right here, if you just swap in Luna over Ludwig, Ludwig over Zio, again, very, very good as well. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the comps for this. Those are really the main common ones I do use right now. Other than that, that's really all I use in terms of Arena this current season. Again, Rinaka's going to be coming out very, very soon. I am very curious in terms of how she changes it up, because her and Arunka, you can't even touch Rinaka. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But other than that, though, thank you for watching the video. Hope you get a good day, and I will see you guys later on. Peace out.